All right, so I'm going to share the exact strategy that we're using in order for us to scale to over 100K per month. I'm going to share every single strategies, without holding back. A lot of the time, when people post these videos, basically they give you only half of the information. I'll give you everything. So that way how to scale yourself to over 100K per month, and yeah. So let's dive in. So just to give you some context, by the way, this is a brand new business that we've built. It's called leadsup.com. It's basically a consultancy that helps agents, owners, coaches, consultants, B2B businesses to essentially get warmer sales calls, warmer leads, so that way they can scale their business. So we put all the infrastructures in place in order for businesses to grow, and yeah, so I'm going to share our own path to essentially scaling our own business, so that we can implement, some of this stuff as well. So yeah, let's dive in. So before I dive into the 100,000 per month sales process, I'm going to dive into what we used to do and the mistakes that a lot of people, are doing as well. So I like to call this the old way. Basically, the typical sales process, you send a cold DM or a cold email, and then from there, the call to action is, hey, let's get on the meeting. Typically you'll notice that it's going to be super fast, for you to essentially get on the call. But the faster you get them on the call, the more objections, you'll end up getting on the sales call because there's a lack of know, like, and trust. They don't know you, like you, and trust you. And this is a mistake, that I see a lot of people making, is oftentimes they think that they have a problem with sales, people are not closing. They think that they have a sales problem, but they have more of a marketing kind of problem because they're not, you're supposed to do all the work up front, not on the sales call. So sometimes you end up going on the sales call, selling yourself, explaining to them why you're different. You're building that trust on the sales call, but all this process should be done prior to that. So whenever you leverage the old way, this is basically what ends up happening, is you're almost like an unlocked character. When you play a video game, there's multiple characters, that you can use, and there's unlocked characters. You cannot see their face, you cannot see who they are. If you don't know what special abilities, they have. And yeah, I don't even play video games at all, but you just know that the unlocked characters, you can't use them in this case. And whenever you send DMs to complete strangers, this is what your business looks like in this case. So what you need to do instead is you need to become an influencer. So an influencer is not necessarily a model posting IG pics, and stuff. No, an influencer is someone that shows authority, and that people look towards in this case. And that's the kind of stuff that you need to do. So I'm going to show you how to basically switch your sales process, and I'll show you even how we switch our own sales process, to go from unlocked characters, to influencers. And this is the same thing that all these different business owners are doing. They went from unlocked characters at some point, and then became influencers. There's Mike Lakaya, he scaled to over 1.2 million in sales. There's Charlie Morgan, he scaled to 10 million in sales, 25 million in sales for Ravia Buvola. They basically leverage, all those different strategies that I'm going to show you, in order for them to become influencers and grow their business, So there's 4 different pillars, So the first one is typically DMs, but I'll show you how they leverage it differently and how we leverage it differently. And there's also 4 other pillars, that essentially increase know, like, and trust, Also, I want you to really stay until the end because I'll also break down some of the funnels, that they're currently leveraging, and I'll show you how they're using it and how you can do something similar in order for you to grow your business as well. Cool. So let's dive into the 100,000 per month sales process. So the first pillar that we use is outbound. So whenever we leverage outbound, we don't do what most people are doing. When you see, by the way, that most people are doing something, you need to do the opposite in this case. So we're doing the opposite. Instead of sending random messages to random people, what we do is we leverage intent data, and then from there we leverage a phantom message. So when we leverage intent data, we basically leverage posts from different influencers who are in our space, and then from there we go ahead and reach out. Let me actually show you an example. So this could literally work for anybody. Let's do, Justin Welsh. Okay, he's not a direct competitor of ours, but just to show you an example. Okay, proven system that helped me generate 600 followers in 5 years, there's like over 491 people that basically commenting on this stuff, So all these people are interested, in this topic, So that gives me a signal that I should reach out to them and make them an offer in this case. Not just telling them, hey, let's get on the call like everybody else, but basically leveraging a phantom message. So a phantom message is a message where you basically ask for the permission, to send them a video sales letter. So a video sales letter is basically a video that educates and pre-sales your prospects, so that way they can book a call with you. And then from there, we say something like, hey, would it be cool if I send it here in this case? They say yes, and then from there we go ahead and send it to them. So let me actually show you an example. So we got this message, today from Neil that says, sure, please send the video, And guess what? What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send the video sales letter that we've built in order for us to essentially like get them on a call, So as you can see in our video, it's like a 10-minute video, They'll go through the entire thing. At the end, the call to action is book a call, And then from there, there's like different steps that will allow them to book a call in this case. Let me actually show you another thing. We've used this recently on school, and this is like one of our appointment setters, that sent us. So it's like, hey Ali, do you have extra capacity for new clients? Boom, boom, boom. Just recorded the video that goes over how it works step by step and how you can implement it as well in less than 7 days. Would it be cool if I sent it here? She said, sure, feel free to send it. Thanks for asking first. So obviously we're asking for their permission. And then from there, we're like, okay, awesome. Here's the video. At the 6-minute mark, it goes over how we find leads, looking for what you do to increase your success rate. I think you're gonna like it, and if the strategy resonates with you, let me know if it's okay for me to send my calendar so we can chat. Boom. We sent this to Ali, she went for the video, she sent it to her business partner, they ended up booking a call, and now they became clients of ours in this case. So basically like that's, a multiple like 4-figure deal, that we've closed by just sending like a 10-minute video, And that's how like what we do is different than most people is we don't want to get the person on the call right away, because the faster we get them on the call, the more objections we'll get ultimately. So yeah, what we also do is we're actually testing this out, but essentially that's how we got like over 251 leads in I believe 22 days. But we're testing this out for this new company. But basically what we're doing is, in order for them to get the video, we ask them what's their best email. And what we do is we send them a 6-step conversion email sequence, where we basically like send them different emails. And by the way, those 6 steps, those 6 emails are typically some of our best emails that have the best engagements. So we figured out what were the best emails, that worked. And then from there, we constructed a 6-step conversion sequence in this case. And guess what? Once you send that, it's like more emails that we're sending to these people, and they end up booking a call eventually, or not, but eventually at some point, they'll notice us, in this case. So yeah, so that's how we leverage outbound. Really, really, really powerful. Whenever you leverage the strategy, the aim should be to send as many VSLs as possible. The more people see it, the more calls you're going to book, And that's something that we're doing as well. We're trying to send anywhere from 100 to 50 to 200 pitches every single day, where we include our message. We send it out to people, and the aim is to get people that ultimately go through it, watch it, and yeah. So this is like similar to like kind of paid ads. It's just organic, and you just like send it to people. So yeah, cool. Second pillar is LinkedIn content. So with LinkedIn contents, I see a lot of people like Justin Welsh, for example. Nothing against him, but basically he has crazy engagements. He has like real authority. But the thing is, like, whenever you want to do something as a new creator, new business owner, or like even if it's not like you don't have any followers, for example, it's going to be tough for you to like post content like them and then start getting leads from this content right away. It takes time to really build a big brand, So what we do is, in order for us to like really like start getting leads right now, and get to 100K faster, is we build what I like to call lead magnet posts. So lead magnet post in this case is a post where you basically include a valuable resource and you include a call to action, and basically that will generate a lot of comments, and from there you go ahead and reach out. So let me actually show you an example. Boom. So I got 20,000 in pipeline and closed a 7.5K deal this week with a 10-minute video. Boom, and basically like I created like the post, and guess what? We got like over 33 people that commented on this stuff saying video, 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 video. All these people are basically potential leads, that we can reach out to, and then from there get them on a call in this case, So what ends up happening is once we, see that they've commented on our stuff, what we do is we go ahead and send them the lead magnet. We send it through a landing page. So let me actually show you an example. Cool. So it looks like this, so it's a random, it's like, don't overcomplicate this stuff. It's a random like landing page. I got this strategy from Matt, like I have, basically like just include something, include like an opt-in page where they can like enter their email, and that's it. Once they enter their email, boom, then we go ahead and add them into our email list, and yeah, let me go back. Boom, we collect the email. We send them the same 6-step conversion emails, that we sent, that I told you about previously. We send them a phantom message as well, We collect their email as well. We send them the 10-minute VSL, and then from there they end up booking a call, So obviously not everybody will book a call, but there's going to be a portion of people that commented, that you're reaching out to, that will end up going for the VSL, and then from there booking a call, So guess what? And we only had like 33 comments, only 33 comments, and the best people at this are able to generate a lot more comments. So our goal right now is to increase the amount of comments, that we're getting on each post, in order for us to send out as many VSLs as possible. As you can see, all this is a mean for us to send out our VSL, so we're basically driving traffic through outbound, but we're also driving traffic through inbound by having people that come to us, and then from there we go ahead and send them the VSL, So this like 10-minute VSL is going to be responsible for us scaling to 100K. So yeah, cool. So from there, third pillar is going to be email marketing. So basically like what we do is we basically like post from 3 to 5 times per week, with our email list, and what we go ahead and do is we have different calls to action in this case, so CTAs. The CTA is, again, go through the VSL. The CTA is, hey, here's a lead magnet, so a lead magnet can be like a training, a video. So for example, like this video that you're watching right now is a lead magnet, so it's designed to get people to say, yes, hey, I want this, and from there eventually book a call, and the third CTA is join our Slack community. This is really powerful. I'll show you like in a sec how we use that, but yeah, so let me actually show you an example. So we literally like creating an email today, 65 leads in 1 minute. So one of our clients got 65 leads in 1 minute after running our reactivation campaign. I would go through the entire post, but basically it's like this. There's a CTA. If you've been struggling to find a system that generates consistent leads for your business and are ready to change that, reply with the word leads, and I'll share the details on our Omnibound system. And guess what? People responded. So basically people responded to the keyword. They said leads, and same thing. My response to this is, hey, all the details are in the video down below, have a look and let me know if you're in or out, and we can set up a chat for this week, and guess what? The video is, again, a link to the video sales letter. Everything is designed in a way to funnel people to that video, so that way they can educate themselves on our process, and then from there book a call at the end, So that's like how we're scaling as well with email marketing, So if you're not leveraging email marketing right now, you're missing out. I recommend using Beehive. For me, it's like the best platform right now in order for us to do this stuff. And yeah, cool. I believe it's the, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth pillar, which is the Slack community. So what we do is we have a Slack community, that we literally just built, And what we're gonna do is we're essentially gonna have a DM setter that welcome every single people that essentially join the group, So what we'll do is we'll send them, compared to like the phantom message, we'll send them engagement messages. So an engagement message is whenever you send like a question typically to essentially find inefficiencies, and you ask more and more questions. So typically it's like 2 to 3 questions that you ask, and you have the prospects, you basically like let the prospect open up about their pain points, and then from there you offer them a call in this case. From there, we also collect their email, and then boom, we send them the 10-minute video sales letter. Once they've said that they want our help, they book the call. We have a 6-step conversion growth funnel, that we send them. So basically, like I'll actually create another training to show you what is the conversion growth funnel. It's something that helps us to increase our show rates, have people who are more educated in what we do, and increase trust. So I'll create a separate video on this topic. But for now, like let's focus on this stuff. The second way is in the Facebook group, in the Slack community I'm in. What we're gonna do is we're going to like post consistent hand raises. So in this case, this post is a hand raiser, so people raise their hands and say, hey, I want this. So in this case, we basically do the same thing. And we're able to know like what to post in the Slack community, because on LinkedIn, we can see if a post gets us engagements or not. So for example, we got like over 1,000 impressions, in this one. So I know that if I post this into the Slack community, we're going to get like similar results and have people say, hey, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then from there, guess what? We go ahead and send them a message. So there's like a DM setter, that's going to go ahead and offer them, send them the phantom message, collect their email if we don't have it already, make them watch the 10-minute VSL. They watch it and they end up booking a call in this case. So yeah, cool. So that's basically it for the Slack community, So it's a strategy that we're like still in the process of like mastering, Let me actually show you what we're doing as well with that. And guess what? Like even on my LinkedIn profile, there's 2 CTAs. The first CTA is, do you want warmer sales calls on the calendar? Click here, boom, link to the VSL. As I post more content, more people, are going on my profile, and then from there clicking on this page. And the second one is join the Omnibound family. So this is basically like our Slack community. There's multiple questions. What is the number one obstacle that you're dealing with in your business? Basically, people tell us like what their main struggle is, and then from there we go ahead and send them a message if we feel that we can help in this case. So cool. Let me go back. All right, awesome. Last pillar is YouTube. So in this case, what we do is I'll give you like the exact process that we're using in order for us to like know what type of videos to post. So typically, if I see that a lead magnet did well, on LinkedIn, so for example, there was like over 1,000 impressions, so 1,000 people have seen this stuff, So that gives me a signal that this topic is interesting to other people, So basically what I go ahead and do is I record like, first I wait for people to comment. I record, the lead magnet, and from there, if the lead magnet does well, so if I get people that view it, if I get people that leave like a thumbs up, in the video, and we do it on Loom, by the way, if I see that it works, this gives me a signal that this video is going to do well as well on YouTube in this case. So that's how like we basically like figure out what videos to post. So we basically like just turn our lead magnets into YouTube videos. So let me actually show you an example. And I don't even have like a crazy amount of like subscribers, only 66 subscribers, but there's like 200 people who have viewed this stuff, and guess what? 8 likes, only 1 comment. But guess what? The call to action is still, hey, if you want us to book you like 20 plus ready to buy sales calls per month using our Omnibound funnel, you can go ahead and go on, you guessed it, the VSL. It's always the same. Everything is like pointing to the VSL. And the second thing is, hey, join our free Slack community. Third thing is, hey, connect with me on LinkedIn for more strategies in this case. That's like the process, that we leverage, in order for us to like scale to 100K per month, And the good thing about this is that the more, it's like a positive feedback loop, The more content we post on LinkedIn, the more people will like give us feedback on which videos to post, the more leads we're going to get, the bigger the channel is going to get, and the easier it's going to really get at this game, and the easier it's going to be to scale to 100K. So yeah, cool. So that's it, that's basically like the entire process, and as I said, I'm going to break down like the processes of different business owners, who are generating millions, from this stuff. There's Ravi Abuvala, he consistently posts content, all of his videos are value packed, and they're basically just lead magnets in this case. They're just lead magnets, and they're lead magnets, but they're also mini or even long form video sales letters. So a video sales letter is a video that breaks people's beliefs. From there, there's typically a call to action, and at the end, they can go ahead and book a call. So each videos is like, it's almost like a sales asset, that they're using, And guess what? There's like a call to action. DM me VS on Instagram, and once you DM him, I'm assuming like they're gonna try to like ask you questions in order to book you on a call. How we can book you 5-10 qualified sales calls? Boom. We actually took this line from Ravi Abuvala, and guess what? Boom. Call to action is go on the VSL. There's the VSL. Boom. It's like a 10-minute video. They go through it, and then at the end, they go ahead and book a call. So this is like they're getting prospects who are warmed up, ready to go, and ready to buy that already know them, like them, and trust them. And that's why I was telling you like, hey, when you just send one DM to one person and try to get them on a call right now, you're an unlocked character. If you make them go through your content, educate them, enough, you then become an influencer, So that's why like you need to leverage something like this as well, Same thing for Charlie Morgan. As I said, I think he's at 10 million in sales, He leverages DMs, so he sent me a message. Then from there, the call to action was, hey, watch this VSL, so he wasn't trying to get me on a call right away, and then at the end, you go ahead and book a call. He posts on YouTube, same thing. The call to action is always go for this VSL, and then from the VSL, if they like what they see, they go ahead and book a call, Finally, there's Mike Lakayev. He was like, okay, I generated 3,000 plus leads in 100 days with my lead magnet experiment. Comment leads for access. Boom, leads. And then he sends like a landing page, to people who want, the lead magnet. They enter their email. He sells them over to, he sells them with like emails, so 3 to 5 emails every single week. But on top of that, he also sends a phantom message and sends his VSLs. So yeah, so that's basically it, So like this strategy is super, super powerful. You need to leverage something like this, You need to leverage outbound, send out VSLs. Like, please stop sending DMs to strangers who don't know you, like you, and trust you. Please, you need to send outbound messages plus pair it with a VSL. You need to post LinkedIn content, and create lead magnet posts. You need to send emails to your email list. You need to have a Slack community to convert your community into leads as well. And then from there, you need to have a YouTube channel where you keep like attracting more and more people. It's as I said, it's a positive feedback loop, that you need to leverage in order for you to scale. So yeah, so obviously like there's kind of like two options. You can like implement something like this, and really like take the different steps. There's a lot of different steps. But if you want to fast track the process and you want to go faster, you want to start getting warmer leads, you want to start closing deals and closing more clients at a higher price point, basically you can go ahead and check out the video that's going to be down below in order to see if we can help. If you like what you see, please book a call. and then from there we'll jump in a no pressure call in order to see if we can even help you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So go through this process. From there we'll see you on the call, and yeah, otherwise, like, hope you like this video. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and yeah, peace.